Hello everyone, it's your favorite programming error that just refused to be fixed, Code here, and welcome back to my second reaction to ENA, this time with Extinction Party. Now, as I said in the previous reaction video, I have seen snippets of ENA all over the place, and have never watched the actual videos, and just recently played ENA Dream Barbecue, right? And I'm very intrigued with this, but I will say every time it feels like a bit of a trip. Why? Because it's simply insane. Like, everything is always all over the place. There's like so much randomness. It is just wow, a lot. And I have a feeling this episode is going to be just like that. It's about twice as long as the first episode, with like a bit over 5 minutes, while the previous one was like between 2 and 3. So yeah, we definitely have more this time around, and pretty sure the other episodes are even longer than this. Isn't there like one that's like 17 minutes if I'm not mistaken? So yeah, we're definitely just getting started. Speaking of getting started, before we start with this reaction video, you know the drill. I've said it in the previous reaction, and if you haven't listened to me then you better listen to me now. Be sure to check the description down below to watch the original upload first, if you haven't yet. There's also a link to the original channel, so you can check out all their new stuff. And yeah, do that. Don't watch reaction videos without watching the original stuff first. Not a good idea. Not very nice. Because it's not good for you either, because there's gonna be a stupid overlay on top, and I'm gonna be talking over it, and I'm gonna be pausing during it, and that is something that you surely do not want if you just want to watch the original video. So in that case, you might as well just watch the original video. In any event, how about we see what kind of random shit goes on in Extinction Party, shall we? Let's get this started in 3, 2, 1, and a go.
Salutations, sir.
Already got a pause. That is one of the few voice samples that I've heard before. The salutations, sir. Mainly, again, through Friday Night Funkin', though. But pretty sure in FNF Weekly is where it was the most noticeable during the big finale. So, good stuff. I finally know where exactly this voice sample comes from.
May I please enter? I have some urgent information to communicate to my pal Moony.
Again, with the very unique
Your
stuff.
exterior isn't up to our community's typical standards. Present a blood sample at once.
I felt woundness in that sentence, so... What now? Are you gonna shoot me or something? Come on, do it!
Also, why...
Sir?
Strange thing, by the way, I have not seen that moon at all yet in the game, but again, different ENA, so probably different connections. And everyone in the game seems to have it out for, like, a lot of people are like, oh, it's you, no, you don't get anything, no, ENA, no, you stay away. Like, there were a lot of people like that, which makes me think, what did that ENA do? Now, I know that has nothing to do with this ENA specifically, but I feel like there must be some connection at least.
Your safety concerns are valid. However, you must be able to see that this is very important. Very, very important. Very, very and much imperch.
Gotta bow even
Calculating
deeper.
threat level. Calculation terminated. Shut up and go in peace.
Thank you.
Ain't that nice? And creepy entryways are also a thing that carries over into the game, by the way, in case you weren't aware. Same thing with mazes. Well, this is interesting. Sure is a lot of green fog or whatever around here.
Oh, merci. It is so good to be in your presence again. Please speak to me through the body language of the gods.
Time to mime.
지금 어디 가는 거야? 너는 이법 사람이 아니잖아. 야, 네 어머니 잡으기 전에 여기서 전화.
Indeed.
Another thing that carries over. Again, I just keep comparing it to the game because that's the one part of ENA that I know about. And that is that there are a lot of characters that speak different languages. Like, so many different ones. Like, one of the first characters you get, actually the very first character that talks to you, speaks Japanese, and yeah, French is also a thing, and obviously most characters speak English, but you do definitely get a lot of variety in there in terms of what languages are spoken, and I think that's very interesting. I do think it's rather interesting that they add so much in there, and apparently they all understand each other perfectly. Which makes me think either everyone in there speaks every language, there's some kind of auto-translation going on in everyone's head, or they can see the subtitles, and it's just like a big fourth wall break. Or I'm digging into it far too deep, and there's no need to, because it's just supposed to be silly, random, oh my god.
Could you direct me to the correct way to reach Moony? There is something important I want to provide to her.
이따 스키야. 그냥 도망가. 그리고 여기 있는 모든 사람들한테 아무것도
Okay.
받지 마.
Good.
And just walking right through people. The series itself was already always very game-inspired, wasn't it? Just looking at this, it was always meant to be a game at some point.
This is quite puzzling.
Can't you simpletons lend me some privacy? Fly away!
Very puzzling. Okay then. What is with the green fog everywhere? Alright. So, a few things. First of all, Japanese, as I was saying. Secondly, I've been told that sometimes the subtitles aren't actual proper translations of what the characters are saying. And I did just notice that here specifically. That does not make sense, that the subtitles don't at all match what the character is saying. Now, my Japanese isn't perfect, but let me go back a few seconds and try to make out what this character actually said. Alright, definitely not Moony, I heard. That was definitely Ojo-san, basically. What would I translate Ojo-san as? I feel like most of the time I would just leave it as is. Or I guess young lady. What are you doing here? Or what do you want here? That is definitely very different from Moony, I heard, but yeah, just to confirm, yes, what the characters are saying and what the subtitles say is definitely very different from each other. Also, look at that, actual insight in a reaction video. When does that ever happen? Sorry. Something about forgetting about his children. Again, not perfect Japanese here, but I get bits and pieces of what this character is actually saying. Definitely not saying, well, to reach Moon, you will have to take the horrifying dizzy path behind me. But sure. I wonder if there's accurate translations around somewhere. There probably are. There probably are accurate translations somewhere if you look for them. Because again, very, very different. And I wonder why it's been made like this. Alright. Apparently, the moon is somewhere in the giant eye. Yep, there we go. Nice place to live, I suppose. Moon lives on the moon. Oh, well, with moon decor, I should say.
It looks like the fisherman became the fish. Am I right?
What? Are
Oh!
even saying?
I've seen that face before, or that color scheme before as well.
Can't you say anything?
Also, do you also move like that while talking? I also always move like that while talking. Yeah, makes me think that there's more than 2 personalities in there. Like, you can see that Anna's face just kind of shrunk and is still there. Interestingly, for this color scheme, only one side actually has an eye. Which makes me think either there's exactly 3 personalities in there, and this one is just more so hidden. Or there is a 4th one, but it is never really active or something, because again, there's still the 2 sides here when it switches to this face. Which, yeah, again, it's gotta make you wonder, how many personalities are there in this ENA specifically? Again, because we know there's also another one. Unless, what if they are the same ENA and it's just 2 other personalities that have taken the forefront again? Like, what if the 2 personalities of ENA we commonly see here just took more of a backseat and 2 others are now more so piloting the body? That could be. Maybe it is still the same ENA, just who knows how many personalities are in there. Again, that's just me making crazy assumptions and theories, but it could be. Then again, the other ENA also has a slightly different body structure. With like the arm, it's more noticeable, I think. Because I do think the other arm is also a little bit more pointy and stuff. So I'm not sure. If the body's, considering the body structure is a bit different too, I think it might be a different ENA after all.
Please believe.
Whoa, that was another new one.
Here is so weird.
What? Are you drunk again?
Oh, no. I just came here
That's
to bring
normal.
you a gift.
I don't see anything here. You are making a fool out
ENA
of me.
is the gift.
Oh, no way. Whoa, dude. I'm the gift.
Or that. I see. Again, absolute randomness, but we did see a little bit more here that, again, more stuff that I can connect to the game. It did allow me to theorize a little bit more, seeing like more of the different sides to ENA. And there was one more face there that I think I'm gonna go back and pause on in a second. I'm just gonna check if there's anything here after credits, because the credits disappeared, but the background is still here. Nope, never mind. There is nothing after credits. Like, alright, let's see. Where was the really crazy one? Wait. Alright, just about here. Also, we had a little bit more of a look at that face. Yeah, that is something. Again, how many different faces does ENA have? How many is it? Because that is insane. Also, not sure if it's all related, but here we have the white face mask thingy. Then again, that has shown up before as well. Like when ENA wasn't feeling too well and the face kind of turned black and white. So, I guess that is not entirely related there. Unless it is. In which case, But again, what do I know? Why am I here making theories? I'm sure there are a lot of people who have stuck with the ENA series since it first came out. I am a newcomer here, but maybe that is precisely why I can maybe bring some fresh ideas in here. Then again, I'm sure all of these ideas have been visited before by other people. Even so, that is it for Extinction Party. Now, I'm not sure if I'll record the next episode right after this one. But again, as I said, chances are by the time these are uploaded, all of the episodes are already recorded. So, even so, tell me down below what you think, if you have any theories about the connection between this ENA and the game ENA. And if you feel like there is... Also, if you have the accurate translations, that would also be nice. If you have accurate translations for what's being said during specific parts here, that would be very nice as well. Because again, with the Japanese one, I could kind of tell what was being said roughly. But before that, I had no idea. So there is that. Anyway, I hope I was able to give at least a little bit of input on this, and it wasn't just someone being annoying while peak randomness was running. But yeah, that's it from my end. Again, be sure to, if you for some reason still haven't done it, check the description down below for a link to the original upload and the original channel. Also, if you want to catch me in the future, you can subscribe to my channel, but there's no obligation to, because let's face it, reactions aren't that common on this channel, and if you're watching this, you're probably here for the reactions. So I totally understand if you don't want to subscribe, considering most of the things uploaded here are basically gameplay videos taken straight from, you know, just straight stream VODs, essentially, of a variety of different games that I happen to be playing on Twitch. But if that is something you're interested in, then maybe feel free to swing by. In any event, I'm done here. This is it for this reaction video. I'll see you for the next one, hopefully, maybe. And I hope you have a pleasant rest of your day. Until then, have a good one and goodbye.